Good afternoon, coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics, based out of Austin, Texas. We are a new startup company that is focused on creating a platform for student athletes to connect with other student athletes, for student athletes to connect with college coaches during the recruiting process, and more importantly, to help athletes successfully transition from high school to college and either to a career in pro football or a career in their major or what they want to do in life after football. We have got yet another exciting prospect from here in Central Texas. He is a class of 21 defensive end from Belton High School, 6'3", 210 pounds, solid 3.0 GPA and all district last year. Say hello to Charles Williams III. Charles, how are you doing this afternoon?
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm blessed, man, and thank you for your time and coming on the show. Let's jump right into it here. I've been around playing and coaching football for close to 25, 30 years, and this is unprecedented times with this COVID-19. Tell these coaches right now what you're doing to stay in shape to get ready for the upcoming season.
I have a nice sized backyard, so I've been out there doing footwork drills with my ladder, and I'm also fortunate enough to have a weight rack outside of my garage, and it's not a lot of weight, but it's enough to get me a good workout in. And my gym just recently opened back up, so I've been in there twice this week.
What are some of the things you're working on specifically as you work on strength and speed and endurance for this coming season?
I'm working on my arm strength. I need to build a better upper body to allow me to use my hands more violently.
Okay. And what about technique? Do you have a workout trainer that you're working with to help you on your specific D line technique or DN?
I do. I have a personal trainer named Marcus. He's been helping me get my steps together, hand fighting work a little bit.
Okay. Let's jump right in and talk about you've got the really solid 3.0 GPA. Tell me about the importance that you put on your academics.
I'm very prideful in my academics. I know that football has to end at some point, and I want something that I can fall back on, and that something is a degree.
Okay. What are some of your favorite subjects? Are you a math, science guy, English, reading? What are some of your favorite subjects?
I'm a history guy. I
Okay.
love history. Like it just interests me, and like it taught me strategizing with war. It teaches me how to scope out my opponents, and I can relate it to football a lot.
Okay. Is there a specific teacher or counselor or advisor at Belton High School that you'd like to shout out that's helped you stay focused on your grades and your academics?
My former coach, Coach Engelkey, he's been helping me stay on track a lot. If I need an extra kick to do something, he'll give it to me.
Okay. Did you have a chance to take a SAT or ACT before COVID-19 shut everything down?
I took my SAT.
How did that go for you?
I got an 870 on it. It wasn't the score I wanted, so I'm gonna take it again and hopefully get a higher score.
Yeah, advice. Obviously, the first time you take the test is just a baseline for you to get comfortable with it. You'll do a lot better in that second and possibly third time. So don't worry about that first time score. Tell me also a little bit about, there are a lot of talented defensive ends in the class 21. Tell me how you differentiate yourself to some of the other players in your class.
I'm very quick. I use my speed to my advantage. I know my opponents are a lot bigger than me, so I take as little steps as I can to get to where I need to be and throw them off their track.
Okay. You already have good size, 6'3", 210. Do you foresee another late growth spurt, or have you kind of topped out from a height and weight perspective?
I think I got another 2 inches left in me.
Okay. And then so let's talk about this time next year. You're graduating from high school. What do you think your height and weight will be at that time?
Around 6'4", 6'5", 220 to two in the 220 to 230 range.
It's pretty scary. That is great size for a defensive end, especially with you being long and lean and with a great first step. Um, Tell me a little bit about your family. Talk to your mom a little bit before we got started, but tell us about your mom and dad, your siblings. Where are you a child? Are you the youngest? You the baby? You the oldest? Where are you at in the family?
Um, I'm the youngest child. I have an older brother and older sister. My brother lives with us currently, but he's going to Texas State in the fall. I also have a nephew that's like my best friend. That's my guy, and we're a pretty close family.
we talk a lot about family and football, and obviously it's different from your real family. But tell me about the importance that you put on your family and the kind of support they've given you.
They've given me a lot of support. They always do anything necessary to help me reach my goal of playing in college or getting to the NFL. They always push me to do better. They give me great advice, and they've been a lot of help through this recruiting process.
Okay. Switching back to football real quick, tell me about as you go into your senior year, what are some of your strengths as a player, and what are some of your weaknesses that you're going to work on for your senior year?
My strengths, as I said, I'm a very quick DN. I have a quick first step. Uh, I have a pass rush moves that I can use and get to the quarterback at any time. I think my weaknesses, my sometimes foot placement isn't always the best. I need to work now getting down the line more consistently, helping stop the run.
Okay. Tell me about your mental preparation for games. Are you a film guy, scouting report guy, or you just like to get into the games and just take it as it comes?
I watch film a lot throughout the week. Depending on which side I'll be on the most, I'll look at the tackle on that side, get to know his strengths, his weaknesses, and try to apply them to the game as best as I can.
Have you always played defensive end, or have you switched from another position?
I've always played defensive, and I've been playing since.
Hold on a second. Got some noise in the background here. Hold on. All right, Charles, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, hey, can you repeat that? Tell me about you switching to DN, or have you always played DN?
I've been a DN since my eighth grade year. I played it my whole high school career. I have played a little offense in my sophomore year, but I've always stuck to defense. And this year I'll be playing a little bit of outside linebacker as well.
Okay, nice to hear. Let's talk about recruiting a little bit. Tell me who you're hearing from, who you want to hear from, and what are some of the things you're looking forward to as far as committing to a school here in the next 12 months?
I've been hearing from a lot of D2 and D3 schools lately. They've been very nice in their recruitment. I love the things that they're saying. I would love to hear from local colleges and universities in Texas. My think my dream school would be Florida Atlantic University. And one thing I would love to have in my committing process, I would love to have a school that has a great community behind it. And because I've always played in very community oriented schools, and the communities I've played in have always went hard, and I would love to have that at the college level.
Okay. You mentioned community, and it's something I mentioned to you earlier. Tell me about how you give back to your community. Are you involved in your church? Are you involved in certain clubs? What do you do to give back?
I've been doing a lot of community service with the football team. Earlier this year, we read to elementary school kids around Christmas time. I've helped elementary schools set up for their carnivals and worked at the carnivals. And I volunteer at my school's powerlifting meet, helping unload and load weight. I would love to get into more community service, but unfortunately, with the COVID-19 situation, that hasn't allowed me to do it.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the relationship with your coaches is important. College coaches will want to ask your coaches about it, but let's hear it from you. Tell me about your relationship with your position coach and your head coach at Belton.
This was my first year at Belton, so the coaching staff and my position coach, they welcomed me with very open arms. They pushed me to my limit and made me a better athlete. Currently, we're undergoing a new coaching change, so we brought in a new head coach. His name is Brett Sniffen, and we've been communicating as much as we can with the times and how they are, but we're getting acquainted very well.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about the new hire, the new coach. I'm excited for him and the talent at Belton High School. With you being there your first year, but it now being your senior year, talk to me about how you define leadership and how you plan on leading this team in the fall.
Leadership is being accountable, being honest, having integrity, doing the right things when nobody is watching. This year, we're a lot younger because we had a bunch of seniors graduate. So I feel like I can do my job by helping the underclassmen like get ready for varsity football because we're going to have a bunch on varsity. So I feel like I can help get them ready, get them prepared, let them know what it's going to be like, and just help guide them on the right path.
Okay, I love the response. What are some of the things you're looking forward to being at the college level as far as a student? What are some of the things you look for from the college experience?
I want a college that I can call home for the next 4 years, a place with a very diverse setting, a place that has lots of on campus activities and student led organization clubs and intramural sports. I just want a place I can have fun and be safe.
You mentioned some of the schools earlier that you're interested in, but you mentioned Florida also. Is distance from home a factor in what school you choose, or are you open to anybody across the country?
I'm open to anybody. My family, they've always been there for my football games, so they'll find a way to get to wherever I'm at least once or twice a year. So I'm very confident that no matter where I go, my family will always be close.
Okay. Tell me a little more detail about who are going to be the people involved with helping you make your final decision on what college you'll go to.
My family is going to be a big part of that. Specifically, my brother, he's already in college. Even though he doesn't play sports, he knows what they expect out of the college lifestyle and what to expect on the college campus. So I feel like he can help me there.
Okay. Let's fast forward. You have 3 or 4 great years in college, and now you're in New York City at the NFL draft. Who's sitting at your table waiting for your name to be called by the commissioner?
The people that would be sitting at my table would be my mother, my father, my brother, and my nephew. They've all been great supports to me, and I would love to have them share that experience with me.
Okay. And then I always like to ask, let's fast forward even further. You've had a great career, and football is now over. What does Charles want to do with his life after football?
If I haven't finished school, I would like to go back, finish, and get my degree and become an athletic trainer or physical therapist. Start at the bottom and work my way back up to college and NFL.
Okay. So it begs the question, do you plan on majoring in kinesiology or some type of science or medicine in college?
I do plan on majoring in kinesiology.
Okay, I like it. All right, it's got a plan in place already. Tell me, is there a certain player in college or in pro that you look up to and you try and pattern your game off of?
I like to pattern my game off of Daniil Hunter and Jadeveon Clowney. They're both great pass rushers, but they always can help stop the run, and I would love to get my game to their level.
Okay, that's 2 good examples there. Let's switch gears up a little bit. Let's talk about you personally. What do you like to do when you're not working out or playing the game of football? What do you like to hunt, fish? You a video game guy? Tell us about you personally.
I like to read and play video games.
Okay, what video games do you play?
I play Madden 20, Mario Kart, NHL 20. I can play any game.
Okay. And then what about, we're trying to kill a lot of time until we come out of COVID-19. You're at home a lot. What are some of the favorite apps you're on your phone? Are you a TikTok guy, Instagram, Twitter, what?
I've been on Twitter and Snapchat real heavy. They both give me great laughs. And then with Twitter, I can see all the updates within the football world.
Okay. And then tell me, we're going to be outside of this environment. We'll be getting outside pretty soon with your friends, maybe your girlfriend, your family. How's your shoe game? Are you a big shoe head or no?
I have a little bit of shoe game. It's pretty mid tier. I don't focus myself on shoes, but if there's a certain shoe that I like, I'll try my best to get it.
Okay. And then, so tell me a little bit about, adversity is a big part of being a successful football player. Tell these coaches about a time, either personally or dealing with football, that you had to overcome adversity.
This year, me being new to Texas and varsity football, it took a while to get adjusted to it. So I spent a lot of time on the sideline, but I made the best of what I could do when I was on the field. I tried to make as many plays, set my teammates up to make plays, and overall, I just worked, and I'm still working.
Okay. I like that. Fair. Simple question, couple questions. When did you start? What age did you start playing football?
I started when I was 5 years old.
Okay. And then tell these coaches why you love football, the game of football.
I love football because of the relationships it's gave me. It's gave me lifelong friends, coaches I know I can depend on at any time. It's taught me a bunch of life lessons, and it gave me that competitive drive. I'm always want to compete with the best of the best.
Tell me about some of the more specifics on the life skills. I'm a big guy when I go across the country talking with players about what life skills they learn from football. Give me one or two things you feel that after football, those things will help you be successful in life.
I learned how to be accountable for myself and how to not blame others for my mistakes. So if I make a mistake, I'll just say like straight up, I made it. What do I need to do to fix it? And I won't point the finger at anybody else.
Okay, that's fair. I like that. Accountability is a big one. You have obviously got some really good players in the Belton program there. Take this time to shout out some players that you think college coaches should know about, either on your team or guys you faced last year.
On my team, we got a wide receiver, class of 21, BJ Thompson. He's a great competitor. He runs solid routes, and he's always going to fight for extra yards. On the defensive side, we have the DN that plays on the other side of me, Malik Jackson. He's a great competitor. He always wants to win, and he has that dog spirit in him. Other schools we played against, I don't since I'm new, I don't really know much of their names,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a running back from Shoemaker High School. He's very shifty, agile. He can make plays when plays are needed.
Okay. So I'm getting the sense, obviously, with you being going to your second year at Belton, you transferred for somewhere else. Were you from out of state? Give us a little bit about background about how you ended up in Belton.
I transferred out of state from North Carolina. The school I went to there is named A.L. Brown. I ended up in Texas because my parents just wanted to change the state, and Belton was the choice.
What part of North Carolina is it in? I got family in Raleigh. What part of North Carolina is that?
It's in Kannapolis, North Carolina. It's 30 minutes away from Charlotte, so
Okay.
about a couple hours away from Raleigh.
Okay. Yeah, my nephew graduated from UNC Charlotte, so that's it's interesting. I love the North Carolina area. Tell me about compared to life in North Carolina. How are you enjoying life here in Texas?
I'm enjoying it well. There's more things to do here. Like I lived in a small town in North Carolina, so if we were to do something fun, we would have to travel 30 minutes to an hour. Here, there's a lot of things to do, and they're very close.
Okay. Tell me about some people in your life that have had a positive impact on you, family or non-family.
My A couple people are. One of them is my old principal from North Carolina, Dr. Todd Parker. He was a great educator. He did his job very well. He always made sure every student felt that they were like felt like they were the only student at the school, and he always had everybody's back. Another person is my uncle Brett Fisher. He played football at the collegiate and semi-professional level, so he knows how this game works, and he's just been a guide through this whole process.
Okay, good stuff. You're very tall, athletic. Do you play? What other sports do you play outside of football? You basketball, baseball, track guy, what?
I used to wrestle, but unfortunately, Belton doesn't have a wrestling program, so I haven't done it since middle school. And I also play basketball.
Okay, good to know. Coaches want to understand how you best learn as a student and as a player. Tell these college coaches what type of learning style benefits you the most. Are you a verbal learner, visual, or physical?
I'm a visual learner. I feel like if I can see it, I get a better understanding of what's going on and I could grasp it.
Okay. Tell me about your mental preparation in the game. Are you a film guy? Do you like to study film a lot, or how do you get ready for your opponents each Friday night?
I watch a lot of film, and along with watching it in the ends, I also take time out of my own day to watch it and really learn my opponents, each tackle on each side, tendencies that they have,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Well, this fall there's going to be a big game that you're going to play on Friday night, and it's going to be pregame. Who do you listen to? What artists do you listen to in your playlist to get you hyped before a game?
Polo G, his music is very upbeat and hype, and it just always gets you in the mood to go out there and just compete and hit.
Okay. Now, are you one of those guys that likes to get really hyped and then mellow before the game, get off yourself, or do you like to just kind of stay hyped and get your energy going?
I stay hype and get the energy going because I want the whole team to feel like we're about to go out there and dominate in every phase of the game. So we
Okay.
need that.
You mentioned team. Have you had a chance to get together with your teammates and talk about some of your team goals, and then also tell me what are your individual goals for this year?
My team does have a group chat on Snapchat that we like to talk in. Our team goals for this year are just getting acquainted to each other and the new coaches. Then our biggest goal is to win our district. And then my personal goals, last year I got honorable mention all district. I want to get that first team.
Okay, sounds good. Well, one of the things we talked about at the beginning, in business, there's a term called the elevator pitch. 30 seconds in front of somebody who might have an impact in your future. Tell these college coaches in 30 seconds what you're going to bring to their program, both as a student and as an athlete.
I'm a very fearless player. I'm not afraid of challenges. If big or little, I'm going to jump right into it. I'm very driven. I can push myself, give myself the extra juice I need. I can give my teammates extra juice that they need. And then I'm very caring. I care about football. I care about the program I'm at. I care about my teammates and coaches. Anything to make sure that we're all doing what we need to do to be successful, I care about.
And Charles, that's a great response. And hey, I want to thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the field this fall. If you or your family ever needs anything around football recruiting, please reach out to me. But please be safe, and we look forward to seeing you on the field this fall.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you, and have a great day.
You too.